Well. This is what I'm talking about right here. This crazy, y'all. Now, listen. I had so much respect for Stephen A. Smith. I had so much respect for you, brother. But I've lost a lot. Now, everybody lost a little respect. You know who looked the best out of all of y'all? Wendy. Brian Windhorse. Because LeBron did lose a little respect for me, too. Because of the way he did Wendy. Now, do I understand why he did it? Yes. Wendy painted a picture like he's close to LeBron. He didn't say he was LeBron's best friend, but he did paint that picture, and you know perception is everything. So when you go off and you say, hey, I've known Mims, I've known Maverick Carter, I've known Rich Paul from before they were even called the Four Horsemen. I know his mother. I knew that. Bro, you even admitted on one of your cast shows that LeBron is the reason for all of y'all to get on the wave, and it's a fact. But I respect it because you know what? You at least stood on your morals. You didn't go into the pettiness with Stephen A. and Perkins. You said, listen, LeBron had a point. You didn't even go back and try to fire back shots at him. Pause. You didn't even go back and try to make him look like, you know what I'm saying? How dare you say that to me? Because you know what you said was painting a picture. You made it look like I definitively got this from LeBron. Like, he signed with Nike for this reason. He did not. Even I know, just from watching the interviews, he would have signed with Reebok if not for his mom. It was his mom who stopped him like, hey, son, if Reebok is about to... Even Rich Paul never said that before, because Rich Paul was always like, hey, LeBron is so smart, he didn't take it. But it's not till LeBron came out and said it himself on 2 interviews that we knew the real deal behind it. He said he credited it to his mom. His mom said, if they're willing to offer you this, because at that time, all he knows is survival mode. We trying to get out the hood. And you see $10 million in front of you as a young man, but he looked at it and he's like, hey, his mom said, listen, honey, like, if they trying to tell you just take this and don't talk to nobody else, I'm not telling you what to do. But if they willing to offer you that, what do you think the other companies might do? And he like, dang. Was he smart enough to listen and be like, yo, I'll take good counsel? That's what every king does, right? King has the smartest people around them. They're never the smartest in the room. And that's why he signed. He went, got a good deal, and he's like, yo, at the end of the day, I like Nike. Who doesn't? That's what you want to wear. Nike got all the good stuff. Even Offset. What Offset said. Y'all forgot that Uncle Shay Shay show on Club Shay Shay when he asked him all the if you had only 5 to choose from. 5. You know what I'm saying? Nike was in the 5.
3 brands. You can only wear 3 brands for the rest of your life. What you going with?
Damn.
For the rest of your life.
You go 3 brand only? Nike. For sure. How you can't lose with Nike. Jordan. That's the same thing though, so I get a pass on that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Nike.
You can go high-end fashion if you like.
Yeah, but I'm trying to make sure you talking about forever.
Yeah, that's all you got.
That's a long time. That's a long time. Some of you can't win forever. A long-lasting brand that I could wear for forever. Margiela.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say Balenciaga, long as them are still in there.
Along with some other top-level stuff like Margiela, you know what I'm saying? But guess what? Along with Margiela, guess who we got up there? Nike. Because Nike is them. Who else is that? Yo, everybody loves Nike. You know what I'm saying? The deal has to be hella great for you to sign with somebody else. I mean, if you're a Jamaican, you gonna sign with Puma. You know what I'm saying? Puma. That's a hint. Hint. You know what I'm saying? But let's go, man. Let's look at this disrespect. This is where I lost my respect for Stephen A. You cannot disrespect the people like this, my brother. You cannot just talk to us like and lie to us and disrespect us on live air like this and then not apologize. It's like a slap in the face, my brother. Like how, like who are you dealing with, man? So let's check this out. Let's just look at this. Let's look at this.
A McDonald's All-American. We want to point to LeBron James, and we don't want to bring up the fact that he was the one that said on the record, my son is better than some NBA players right now. You want me, draft my son. We want to conveniently forget.
I'm showing you where the disrespect lies, how it was so bad that they had to cut it out. Now pay attention and we gonna see why. I'm gonna retract because it was so horrible. This is the official ESPN. Now you're going to see why they had to cut it out. Look at this.
That I'm not doing that. I cover this sport. This is what I do. And if LeBron James wants to see me continue to cover the sport, or he wants to have a problem with me continuing to cover the sport, but LeBron James at the end of the day wants to come at me.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
A problem with me continues to cover the sport, but LeBron James at the end of the day wants to come at me.
Did y'all see that? Y'all got to pay attention, folks. You got to pay attention, folks. One more time.
James wants to see me continue to cover the sport, or he wants to have a problem with me continuing to cover the sport. But LeBron James at the end of the day.
Right there. They cut and they edited it. They cut and they
cover the sport. But LeBron James.
Right there. Right there. See? Cut, edit, snip. Now, now, y'all, let's go back. I'm going to show y'all what really was said right there between those lines, because this is what they did. It was so egregious and so horrible.
I never really brought up with disgust.
They tried to erase it off the internet, right? But you forget, there's other platforms that be recording you, so you cannot hide. You understand me? They're gonna keep it a bean. They're gonna keep it 100. So it's always gonna be there. So this is what he really said. Let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to
with
it.
Me continues to cover the sport. I suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up really and never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service. I never really brought up or discussed why you did not attend Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction when that man was directly responsible for you capturing a championship for the first time in your career. I brought up none of that. I didn't bring up the fact that even though when people had asked, you had alluded to what had happened tragically to your son, and thank God he's okay with his heart condition. I didn't bring up the fact that even though you couldn't go to the Hall of Fame induction of Dwayne Wade weeks earlier, you were out of the country on business. I didn't bring that up. That's your personal business, okay? But the fact is, you wasn't at the Hall of Fame induction of a brother.
Các bạn đã đến với kênh YouTube của mình.
Yep, got to get it from the Asian
fact
guy.
That even though
that's what I had to do.
Problem with me continues to cover the sport. I suggest that he be happy with the things that I haven't brought up. I never brought up real.
And listen, this is what we have to start doing with media. We got to start paying attention. You notice how I say, you got to be thankful for the things that I haven't brought up, but then brings them up. Don't let these dudes play with you, man. Like, come on, Stephen A., don't play with me. Like, who you talking to? You telling me, oh, be thankful. Oh, I didn't brought it. And you just hear as a media consumer, oh, snap. And if you didn't do your research, that's also a lie. He brought this same issue up over a year ago. Check it on his own podcast. So if you brought it up over a year ago on your own podcast, you're lying to the people, my brother. This is a clip of him talking about it over a year ago. Look, this is his podcast. This is over a year ago.
When LeBron James wasn't Dwayne Wade's Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I still can't believe that wasn't a big enough story. It's supposed to be your brother. Now I understand.
Clout.
Bronny James, just a few months ago, had the heart ailment, collapsed at USC, rushed to the hospital.
Yo, if D-Wade ain't talking about it, why you think it's your business to talk about it? That's what I'm getting at. D-Wade ain't talking about it, my guy. So who is you? If D-Wade, that's his brother. You just said that, right? Is you his brother? No, you're not. Shut the hell up. It's not basketball. Now, this your podcast, sure, fine. But now we can tell you looking for clout, bruh. Like, it's not even close. This is clout. You're looking for clout because this ain't the game. So if you not his brother, if Dwayne Wade ain't talking about it, that means they got to understand it. Because they brothers for real. You not there. You just always, even when he talk about, I don't like you now, this and that and the third, you know what he said? Oh, if you want to interview, if you want to debate, I will come to you. You don't even have to come on my platform. I'll come to you. I'll fly to you. Dude, sound like one of them thirsty ass Instagram IG thoughts. Stop it. You bro, you was my guy. I don't know. You gonna have to recover from this because you're not looking good, man. What you're selling, I mean, a couple other idiots will buy it, but me, I'm a Libra just like you, my brother, and I'm not. This doesn't smell. Yeah, it don't smell good, bruh. Like, you just look thirsty. Oh, I'll fly to you. You don't have to come on my platform, bro. If you beefing with a nigga, what you talking about? You fly to him. What? I'll fly to you. Boy, if you don't get the hell out of here, boy.
But I'm almost willing to say, let me promise you that when LeBron James Day comes and he's inducted into the Hall of Fame, I promise you, D-Wade will be there. You can bet the house. There's a lot that we don't talk about.
And hopefully D-Wade's son would not have just had, his heart had just stopped. So for you to talk on that, sir, is grimy and disrespectful. Even though you know, oh, but yeah, you were out somewhere that, bro, are you dead ass? Like, D-Wade ain't even speaking on this. His brother, stop. Anyways, let's continue to this man Berryman. This is a year ago, might you add. And then a year later on ESPN, you saw what he said. Oh, I never spoke on it. This is a year ago, sir. You speaking on the same thing. You saying you never spoke on it. So I guess because you say I never spoke on it at the beginning of the sentence or your soliloquy, does that justify you? I guess we're all idiots and pawns in this game. But yeah, let's continue.
LeBron James. Remember when the memorial service took place for Kobe Bryant? I'm quite sure he had his reasons. LeBron was devastated. Loved Kobe. We get that. I can't believe I didn't see him there. Magic was there. Jordan was there. Shaq was there. Steph Curry was there. D-Wade was there. The NBA community was in attendance. We didn't see LeBron James. Two of the most conspicuous, biggest moments, albeit for completely different and in Kobe's case, absolutely tragic reasons. We didn't see the face of LeBron James, the face of the league, one of the preeminent faces in the world of sports. And every time we turn around and we ask these questions, it's like throwing shade. It's not throwing shade. It's recognizing his greatness, his significance, his impact, and wondering why.
You're lying, and you owe them an apology. You owe them an apology. And guess what? He was also lying about LeBron not being at the memorial. And that's exactly what he said verbatim. Let's play it. Let's run it. What he said.
Never really discussed why you were not at Kobe Bryant's memorial service.
You heard that? Why you were not at LeBron's memorial service. Then this man had the nerve to say he apologized in the second hour. Which, in the second hour, he did not apologize. You know what he said in the second hour? He said,
to retract what he said, let's check out that clip right here.
To the Olympics. I remember people were blowing up my phone since the first segment of the show when I talked about him at the memorial service, okay? I didn't mean to say he wasn't in the building. I was told he was in the building. You understand? But we saw a whole bunch of players out there. We didn't see him. Why? I'll let him answer that one day if he so chooses. In the end, when it comes.
So instead of him manning up and just apologizing for
You're telling me you had a chance to apologize, and this is what you said. See, he didn't even say he apologized for the lies he told. He said, I corrected myself. And this is what you did? You slapped us in our face? This is what you said. Listen to this. Listen to this, y'all. Come on.
The first segment of the show when I talked about him at the memorial service, okay? I didn't mean to say he wasn't in the building. I was told he was in the building. You understand? But we saw a whole bunch of players out there. We didn't see him. Why? I'll let him answer that one day if he so chooses. In the end, when it comes.
So it's
My God. My God. So you knew he was in the building. You knew. You just admitted to us that you lied because you said you knew. You got word he was in the building. But yet you went on national TV in the public airways twice and said, oh, I didn't talk about why you did not. I repeat, people, listen, words are important. What you say is that your word is your word. You said he did not attend Kobe Bryant's memorial service. That's a fact. You heard it. That's what he said. Now he wants us to listen to him saying, oh, that's not what I meant. I got word he was there, but we didn't see him. You're lying. So now when y'all see these players get so sensitive, could you not understand why? Could you not understand why LeBron could feel the way he feels? Could you not understand why he might be like looking down or looking sideways at Stephen A. like in this? And we're like, bro, what? Could you not understand why he would go on a Pat McAfee show and blast these dudes and be like, yo, come on, what is y'all talking about? Why you think Jordan did it? Like Jay Will posted a video of Jordan going out there and saying, yo, I do not like that. Do not take my, when it gets personal, don't take my stuff out there. Like, come on, dog. Like, and it's not even that it's personal, it's that it's a lie. That's the problem. And you expect them not to react or not to act. One thing I know about my name, you ain't gonna lie on my name. And this is what I'm saying. Stephen A., I lost a lot of respect for you, brother. Perkins, oh, him too. Jesus Christ. He's there. He's just killing everything because he's putting MJ out there on blast. He said MJ ain't sensitive. Like back in the day, MJ was never sensitive like that. Oh, MJ would have never. But yet you told a story in that same segment. Listen, this same segment right here, this same segment right here.
Let me say this, Molly. MJ is petty as hell too. Now, if you go in my closet, it's nothing but J's. I keep J's on my feet. I was signed to Jordan for about 2 years when I was playing, okay? I wore J's throughout the course of a few years of my time in Oklahoma City. After that, I used to get boxes in the mail all the time of the J's before they even hit the stores. I started my media career. As soon as I said that LeBron James was the GOAT, those boxes stopped coming.
All right, let's go to break.
So, what are you talking about, my guy? Petty is the ultimate word of sensitive. Like, that's where pettiness come from. When you sensitive. So how you gonna say Jordan would have never, or he not sensitive like these guys and Jordan would have never? He did. There's videos. Jay Will posted one. There's a video, and when Jay Will posted it, guess what? He came out and said, "Oh, you got my number. You could have called me, bro. He don't need to call you. You said that on a public platform. He's correcting you. And you should humbly take corrections. And that's the problem with these guys. They do not take correction. And I have a problem with people in life who do not take correction. Or you cannot listen and you cannot be like, oh, I was wrong, my bad, I apologize. Because if you're so blinded and you can't see it, hey, guess what? I'm not rocking with you. Because right is right and wrong is wrong, my brother. And you can't be blatantly lying and telling us, hey, that sugar right there, that's good for you. That's gonna make your cholesterol go down and all of that. You ain't gonna get fat. You gonna get ripped and shredded. All that sugar, just consume that. Yeah, you gonna get shredded. You gonna look mad good. What? Come on, my guy. That ain't what it is. Come on, we can't do that to the people. We cannot do that. This is crazy.
Because at the end of the day, you still making Kobe Bryant's memorial about LeBron James. At first he wasn't in attendance. You told that lie for a year straight. You had Kobe Bryant fans coming at LeBron James. Everybody making all of these narratives about what Stephen A. Smith put out. He put that out there. Nobody else was doing that. He came out of nowhere with that when he was talking about LeBron James didn't attend Dwayne Wade's ceremony. This dude is just a disgusting journalist.
Kobe fans, understandably, and I can get it, I understand. You Kobe fans, you were mad at LeBron when Stephen A. made that accusation, right? Because remember, he did this over a year ago, so you probably was flame broiling him for it, and you did, because it's out there that you did. So all of this was boiling up. It was. So now that you hear the truth, you heard it. He said it. He lied to you. He lied to you. So you're not at fault. You're not at fault. Because we respected this man and we took his word for what it was. But now it's to show you this is how he lost his respect. Because we can't take his word for what it is anymore. Because he just blatantly told us, oh, that's not what I meant. Bro, that's what you said though. What is you talking about? That's not what I meant. That's what you said. So now we look like the idiots because we reacted? No. But guess what? People, you heard his words and you reacted because of what he says. Now, y'all owe LeBron James an apology. And it's not your fault. You just owe him an apology because he lied to you. But because of his lies caused you to have an emotional reaction against LeBron James, right? Right? So now LeBron James was taking heat from you because of a lie he told. And understandably so. But guess what? LeBron deserves an apology at the end of the day. Yeah, now shout out Self Talk. I got a bunch of this stuff, these clips from Self Talk, because he already copied it, and from the Asian channels too also. So yeah, just had to put that out there. Self Talk, you can follow him. Yeah, man, shout out Self Talk, because he already had the clips in the chamber. Because I'm telling you, Stephen A. went and they, not just him, I know it's not him who probably just did it, like, because sometimes you be so delusional in your own head, you leave it up there, but the team knows. When you have a good team around you, they'll be like, nah, nigga, you tripping, this is horrible. And as I showed you in the beginning of this video, they deleted all that. I cannot even find the so-called, the ones that I showed you from this clip where he's so-called up, oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, I meant to say this, but I'll leave it at that. The slap in your face. It's deleted. It's not on ESPN anymore. And that's first where I watched it. It was there. They clipped them. They edited them. They cut it out. And they took down the so-called disrespectful apology. I'm telling you. So the narrative, they will clean up and try to protect their narrative. But thank God they cannot go on these people's platforms and delete their videos. And they won't be able to delete this one. On God. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So y'all better be careful from now on. Going on, be careful. Now y'all gotta mind the game, right? Y'all gotta mind how you talk about these folks, right? Cause you know what they always say? Cause everybody and their mama got a mic. Yes. Everybody got a mic. Everybody got a voice now. What? We gonna call you out on your bullshit. You know, not everybody is just is right in the, but yeah. When you got the few like us out here who call you out, yeah, you gonna have to answer. But let's check this out, because he did the same thing to Lonzo Ball. So let's listen to this for a little bit. Lonzo Ball, self-talk was talking about Lonzo Ball. Let's check it out.
Why Lonzo Ball called him out when he tried to say, oh, you know, my sources said that Lonzo Ball is having a hard time sitting up and standing. He can barely walk. He over-exaggerated that. Lonzo Ball came out and was like, yo, I'm fine. And then he had made that video showing that he can, in fact, stand up, sit down, jump, and all that. And then Stephen A. Smith went on his platform instead of apologizing. Remember what he did? He was like, don't make me get your doctor records and I'll expose all of that.
Someday y'all are going to learn.
Moving the goalposts.
That's applicable to trolls. It's applicable to colleagues and contemporaries. It's applicable to players, coaches, general managers, and other executives, even owners. Like, you got to come at me, you got to be ready. Because you know at any given moment, even though I don't always choose to do so, I love the power that I have to reach out and touch somebody anytime I want to. I want to be clear about that.
No humility.
And I want to be clear about the fact that he had every right to come at me the way that he did. It's just that you got to be careful sometimes, bro. Sit your ass down. Come on, bro. You don't exactly have a strong case to argue with me on this. Do you want me to give the names of your doctors and the surgeries that you have had? I'm not going to do that. In your career, you've missed around 46 to 48% of your games. Now, if I couldn't go off camera, if I didn't want to go off camera because of the lighting in my studio here, do y'all know I can get up and sit down, get up and sit down, and get up and sit down all night long? Does that mean that I can run the hell up and down the damn court 94 feet for 30 to 35 minutes a night? Sitting poolside on a bench, getting up on one knee, you think that shows that you're healthy? You gonna
keep moving the goalpost. Keep moving the goalpost. Like, you said he couldn't sit down or stand up. You did not talk about him not being able to run the court. Two different things. So you still lied, and then because he showed a video of him sitting down and standing up like you said he couldn't do, now you move the goalpost. You ain't shit.
Me yapping when I have all of this information in front of me? Would you like me to tell where you had surgery and exactly what date you had surgery on? Would you like me to get the names of the doctors? I do have them.
Intimidation tactic. Would you like me to do this? Would you like me, bro? And you really tried that bullshit with LeBron James. Lonzo Ball, yeah, maybe. And he a wrong one too, because his daddy will punch you in the fucking mouth. Yeah, I said it. And you don't. Hey, listen, Stephen A. does not want to run up into LeVar Ball on the street. He does not want to. I promise you. LeVar Ball? Okay. Play. Hey, Stephen A., play if you want to. You playing, yeah, you barking up the wrong tree. And them boys over there, they powerful. The Ball brothers, the Ball boys, the Ball father and sons, yes, they powerful. So you might, well, this was over a year ago, so yeah, he probably good now because, yeah. Be humble, bro. That's all I can say.
I know the actual doctors that operated on you. The actual locations. Of course, I wouldn't do something like that to you, bro. I would never do something like that. That's none of my business. That's none of anybody's business. I'm just making the point. Come on, bro. And you gonna sit poolside and ask why I'm yapping and who are my sources just because you bouncing up and down on one knee? Really?
Now, could you not see how people will dislike you for that? Are you serious? Like, you said he couldn't stand up or sit down. You said he was so bad he couldn't do that. But he posted a video doing that. And now your butt hurt. You're the one who's butt hurt. Remember, you was talking about LeBron's the one who's butt hurt. No, you're the one who's butt hurt because he posted that. So now you wanted to go to these tactics and try to threaten the guy and talk about really and talk about your sources and what you can expose and all of. Bro, you were wrong. Just admit you were wrong and stop moving the goalposts. Stop moving it. Like, don't say, oh, you can't, he can't even sit down, he can't even stand up. And when he posts a video of that, you say, oh, I got your doctor's information, I got this, I got that, I know the surgery. But at some point, listen, I ain't gonna tell the masses what to do, man. But for me, all I can say, I do not like disrespect. I do not like it. Whether it be for the media, just respect me as a person, as a human being. And if I'm gonna dedicate my time to you, to listen to you, and to feed into the stuff you're feeding me, like if you're feeding me sports, if you're feeding me whatever media content, I just want it to be authentic. And that's what it is on this channel. That's why I don't care about the numbers or the masses that floods through, because I know being real is not gonna garner a lot of numbers, and that's fine. It'll grow, but it'll grow slow and over time. And yeah, let's proceed and see what else he said.
Really?
Like, this dude got a problem, man, and I can't believe that the hatred that people have for LeBron James, that they'll come out and defend Stephen A. Smith just because they hate LeBron James. That is wild to me, man. Y'all get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video.
Yep, go follow Self Talk. That's real talk. You understand what I'm saying? It's no hate over here. It's no that. I got that from him. He really clipped that video, and I'm thankful that he did, because I cannot find it nowhere else. Promise you, I swear to God. Stephen A. took all of them things down, man. He took it down. He was not playing no games. He took it down. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. The disrespect has got to stop. Y'all media personalities, you gotta stop lying. You know, shout out to Wendy for taking the high road and being the bigger man, understanding that all media members need to be checked too, because sometimes it does go overboard, and that there's balance that's needed. It needs to be balanced. You know what I'm saying? And LeBron needs to be held accountable too. I did not like the way he did Wendy. Did I understand? As I said, did I understand it? Yes. Wendy painted a picture and he made it seem like, I know he felt offended for Wendy coming out and say, oh, like it's definitive when I say it. Everybody knows he signed. When even before Wendy said it, I knew that was cap, because I knew that it was his mom who made him not sign with Reebok. He would have signed with Reebok right there if not for his mom. Cause that $10 million, like, bro, you poor, you ain't got no money, you ain't never seen a check for 10 mil. What? But his mom spoke some sense into him. Then when he went to Nike and they offered him that deal, then he could really think and like, hey, which dude out here don't love everything that Nike has to offer? If you had all the Nike apparel to wear, like, that's it, you good, you set for life. Like, most of my apparel is Nike. I'm just keeping it a bean. Like, it's easy, Nike. And you have all the big brands out there, Margiela, like I said, freaking Rick Owens, all the others, man. I got a lot of D&G, Dolce & Gabbana. I don't have a lot of Gucci. I really don't. I think that's just crazy. Got some LVs, Versace and shit, but yeah, that's it. But Nike number one, bro. Oh, I love Puma too. I ain't even gonna cap. A lot of people be hating, but I love Puma because I'm Jamaican. So, Usain Bolt and them powers that be. But another one that y'all might miss, Nipsey Hussle. Yeah. Shout out RIP Nipsey Hussle, the GOAT, the king, the legend. I don't care what nobody say. Nip, he a legend. On God. Like, and it's not because of his music. It's because of what he meant You know what I'm saying? What he meant to his people, to the streets, what he meant. It's a symbolic side of who Nip was. So yeah, man. R.I.P. Nip. Shout out Nip. He a legend. But yeah, he signed with Puma, and you know that song Racks in the Middle, when he talk about he had his granny on the jet. Yeah, man, that was nice. That was nice. But yeah, man, Stephen A, I'm disappointed. That's all I gotta say. And that's it for this video. Peace. Catch you. I'm out.